Hi guys, this is Criminal Carlos. On today's video, I'm going to give you my preview of Andor Season 2. Now, I want to be clear. Sorry that I'm getting to Andor Season 2 right now, but I just finished doing my videos about Daredevil Born Again. So I decided not to do both at the same time. So here we go. So with that being said, guys, I believe that we're going to see a lot of action in this season. Obviously, regarding the timeline, Rogue One timeline, this season or final season of Andor, I wish that there could be more, but according to Kathleen Kennedy, this will be Andor. Season 2 of Andor will be the final season. And Luna said it. I'm retiring as Andor. Like, I'm done playing Andor after the season. So, anyway, according to the timeline, the Rogue One timeline, this season is the 1 year before the events of the movie of Rogue One, when we first meet Andor and the crew of Rogue One. So with that being said, I can tell, and I want to reiterate that I've seen the first episode. In this season, I believe that we will see Cassian Andor, grow as a leader, become a superstar of the rebellion. And regarding the political figures of the rebellion itself, Mag Magma and Luthen will, I believe, Mag Magma will gain internal confidence in herself to be not to be afraid of showing her true alliance with the rebellion, and Luthen will guide her, will be like her mentor, in basically gaining the confidence, which eventually I believe Luthen will retire throughout the season later on in season 2, and retire as leader of the rebellion, or the main voice of the rebellion, and Mad Magma will become the new vocal leader of the rebellion. But again, she needs to have internal self-confidence, and she needs to embrace, and she needs to not be afraid of being of her social sitting in the galaxy, in the galaxy, society. And I believe that Andor will be a superstar in the rebellion eventually throughout the season, and he will become at the end of the season, at the end of this final season of Andor, the leader that we saw, that we first, when we first met him in Rogue One. And I believe that he will save. I believe that Vix, Andor's best friend and sometimes love interest, will get into trouble with the White Empire, with the White Snow Empire. Now regarding the Empire. The Empire's new plan is to get rid of the citizens of Gorman, the planet of Gorman, because they're hunting down a mineral inside the planet. Now, the main economy of Gorman, of the Gorman people, is webbing from the big jet, webbing and clothes from this webbing from their local species of big spiders. And they have factories where people of all 9 sectors, of all 9 provinces, or 9 communities that make up Gorman, the planet of Gorman, thrive. But all of the citizens and all the population, or I'm not sure, but you can check me on this, guys. At least eight provinces of the 9 provinces of Gorman. All the citizens of the 8 provinces have work at a weaving factory. At a webbing factory that weave and collect the webbing of these local spiders. That makes that, when completed, when done the weaving of the webbing, when completed the webbing and this webbing makes them they can make clothes. It turns out to be a good fabric for clothes, and the main source of the economy. Now, the Emperor wants this mineral for perhaps, even though I'm gonna guess here, guys. Even though that the Death Star hasn't been built yet, but it looks that way. And this is my guess. And I'm guessing this mineral is very, very important for the future project that we now know as the Death Star, that will come to fruition in Episode 4, A New Hope. And of course, if the citizens of all 9 provinces rebel against the White Snow Empire, there will be consequences. And the Empire will take Gorman and its mineral, and the mineral that they want by force. And I believe that this will be the main storyline eventually. That this will be that Gorman will be the main battle planet. Now, Now, in episode 1, which I saw last night, there was a new planet where where Andor, Vix, and all his friends fled fled after fled after fled after after the season 1 where we last left them. After they left, after they were after Andor left for who knows where, but he said, "I will come back for you." And it seems like he did. But now, Andor's friends, including Vix, live in a cornfield type cornfields of Kansas planet, and it's pretty cool. And again, and now 1 year later, after the events of season 1, it looks like Andor again is growing as leader, but he has been given a mission, his first alone mission or solo mission by Luthen. And what I saw yesterday was pretty cool. I can't pronounce the name of the base, but the base to me when I saw the Imperial base looked like a base that was connected or close to Hoth. It was snowing. It was cold. It was snowing. So even though this planet wasn't Hoth, I'm guessing it was a neighboring planet of Hoth, to Hoth. And Andor in the first episode commandeered a TIE fighter, which are the ships or battle pods that the Empire uses, and as an Easter egg regarding as an Easter egg, I believe that we saw an Easter egg regarding the TIE fighter itself, how it looked inside. What I mean, at least to me, this was an Easter egg. I'm not sure if you guys agree with me, but I'm going to say it was an Easter egg regarding the interior of the TIE fighter. What I mean by the interior, it looked like the same space, the same interior design of Darth Vader's TIE fighter when he's chasing Luke, chasing his son in episode 4 A New Hope, when Luke is trying to drop a pink torpedo bomb, which he eventually drops into the Death Star interior reactor, and it blows up eventually, and that's how episode 4 ends. But the interior design of this TIE fighter that Andor commandeers in the first episode looks like it has the same design as the TIE fighter, the same interior design as the same TIE fighter that we see Darth Vader in the future in episode 4. A New Hope. So, with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments if you want to, guys. What do you think will happen? What do you think will happen this season with Math Magma? And what do you think? What type of interior leadership growth we will see? We will see inside Andor and outer leadership growth we will see out of him as well, as he becomes the superstar that we technically first met in Rogue One. And do you think Luthen will retire? Will retire and give the keys to the rebellion to a more confident, a more internal confident Math Magma at the end of the season. So with that being said, guys, thank you for watching. Remember to leave a like. Remember to leave a like, and until we rebel again, and may the Force be with you. Bye.